Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. ADA is a hard one, a really difficult one currently to sketch out, to draw out, and to understand the overall trend. I mean, clearly the trend is up, but there are a lot of possibilities with regards to what kind of wave we are currently in. So we have, in my opinion, a little bit too many opportunities, possibilities to count this, which is why we need to use other methods to get an edge. The reason is very clear. I'm going to show you the different possibilities that we have because a lot of people are interested in them. I know that because I always get the messages, what could be the possibilities. But I'm very honest with you, they don't give us an edge at the moment. Sometimes you have that situation. There are purely too many possibilities. I can show you the possibilities and tell you my preference, but we need to wait for clarity. I think that's the message of this video. Of course, it can be traded, but then there are other charts which are currently a little bit clearer. So here with ADA, we have the possibility that wave 1 finished here, which is on the 9th of January. That we have currently a situation where we came down in a wave A. We're basically following the blue count. We came down in A, we're moving up in B, and we're going to come down in C next. That would be a sell-off structure now. And we would come down impulsively and most likely break below the 30.7 cent level to put in this wave 2. Another possibility is that wave 1 finished up here. Because while I think I'd like to get a clearer 5-wave move here, it is possible to count it as a 5-wave move already, but I'm not happy with it, right? But it's possible. We could say wave 3 was here. We had a shallow 4 and then the 5. And then we had the wave 1 finished here. And this currently is A wave down, B wave up, and we're coming down in C. Basically like that. A wave off the high. Yeah, we came down in A wave, moved up in B. We're now coming down in C. With this scenario, we're ideally holding here those previous lows. We should be holding 30.66 cents. That's a scenario as well. We would then hold the green support box and would then take off, which means the green support box is a valid trend reversal area and could be traded long. With a stop loss, I would set it below the most recent swing lows here. Okay, so that's certainly something that you should have on the radar as a possible trade setup, in my opinion. The next, and that is sort of the third scenario, is that we have only seen a wave 1 up, a wave 2 down, a wave 3 up. This was a large A, B, C in a wave 4. That would be in line with what Ethereum and Bitcoin are doing. For this also, ideally, this support area is going to hold. And we would then move up in 5, and only then we're going to finish the wave 1. So it is, this chart is extremely unclear in that regard. What's my personal preference? I think, to be honest, my preference is that I'm going to move it in line with Bitcoin and Ethereum. That gives hopefully a little bit of clarity to anybody who wants to have a little bit of clarity, because sometimes you just can't give the clarity, right? Sometimes charts are rather uncertain. I'm going to move it now to this count, which is similar to Solana's. One sec. I will assume, based on this count, that we haven't yet seen the completion of the wave 1, that we're currently only putting in here an ABC pattern overshooting B wave. But that's my personal preference. I showed you all the possibilities, but that's how I would prefer it. Based on that, the green support area will move down as well, because we take the length of the third wave and we have a support area between the 32.18 and the 29.45 cent levels for this wave 4. And only after that we get this wave 2 support, okay? So that we're still in this larger pattern to the upside. I might revise that. Just as I said, it's not entirely clear what we're doing here to me. But then again, the message is, in this count, as long as we're holding above 29.45 cents, I would focus on higher. That's the critical support. And as you can see, we broke out of this descending channel. I wouldn't be surprised to come down to retest it in the green support box and then take off again to finish off this move up. The problem that we have at the moment with this chart is that this move up is not clearly impulsive. And if you have a diagonal like that, things are getting rather unclear. Now, what is currently happening really here in the micro is that it looks like we broke out of this pattern to the downside. Looks corrective what's currently moving up here, and I wouldn't be surprised of further downside. Looks like a retest. But generally, as long as we're holding the green support, we can be focused on higher. So yeah, I'm sorry that there's so much, it's a bit messy, but that's sort of what markets and charts sometimes are, especially if you see those diagonal patterns. But then we keep it very simple, and I can tell you that as long as we're holding the 50% retracement, we can carry on with this wave count, and we can focus on higher. So that would be a possible trade setup to go long in this support area. But bear in mind, it's difficult, it's critical. It is quite difficult to count this at the moment. Now, what do we see in order to support our count? That we should ideally come down in a C wave of 4 again. We see a bearish divergence here between those highs. Higher high on the chart, lower high on the RSI. That might give us a little bit of an edge here. You see that on the 1 hour chart, and it might have already started to play out. Yeah, we saw it on the 4 hour chart as well. And you also see that bearish divergence on the MACD. Okay, so that's certainly something, and you often see that towards the end of a cycle here, and we're in wave 4 and 5 we are sort of getting towards the end. So yeah, I think this is sort of where we currently are. I mean, I could still, yeah, I mean, it could be that again this wave 5 is already in here as an ending diagonal. Then we would break the green support area, but then we have a chance to still get in a bit lower. So basically setting support and stop loss below 29.45 cents. That's where we are currently. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. If you like to support more crypto online, and if you like to earn passive ADA with your ADA, please support our MCO stake pool. You can find that on Sea Explorer. You can find a link in the video description that tells you how you can delegate and support more crypto online. You can also earn passive ADA with your ADA. We are currently actively increasing the pledge. There was concern by some community members that the rewards are lower if the pledge isn't high enough. We're increasing that. The reason why the pledge was low is that the pledge can actually be, if the pool gets attacked, the pledge can be, is at risk, okay? And therefore, because our first pool, we found it more convenient to keep the pledge low, but indeed keep delegations up, obviously. So for example, my ADA are in there as delegated ADA, not in the pledge. But we're increasing the pledge step by step now. Also use the ADA rewards that we get from the pool just to increase the pledge, to increase the rewards for everybody. So hope that helps. So if you like to support more crypto online, yeah, feel free to check out our stake pool. Again, you can find links in the video description how to delegate to our stake pool and 2 videos on how you can do that as well. All right, I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then also check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.